All right, we ready.
All right.
Um, Give me 1 second. Let me set up the live. Damn it. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome. How you doing, CJ?
Doing fine, my friend.
Our
Doing just
special
good.
guest today,
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Postmaster Goode. First of all, I'd just like to welcome everyone to Gerald Bernard, where our mission is to provide our community with information, services, and products which truly enrich lives and foster unity. So on that mission, we have information to share with you guys today um, about the Postmaster. We have Postmaster Goode with us. Is going to give y'all like an overview of what that's like and share that information so you can go research it yourself. All right, CJ, take it away, man.
All right. Okay. Greetings, everyone, and thank you, Telly, for allowing me onto the show. Thank you, Gerald Bernard, for you guys having me. I really appreciate the mission you guys are doing. So, as Telly said, my name is Postmaster Clarence Goode. We're going to talk today about postal functions, quantum grammar, and the current state of the planet and what's really going on. So, what is postal functions and what is quantum grammar? Well, number one, quantum grammar is a mathematical communication for language. It allows a communication substrate in between all 5,000 languages with
Doing fine, my friend. Our special guest today
a
with the current
with
communication.
no
We're going to
deviation
talk today
in the
about
structure
postal
of communication.
functions, quantum
So
grammar,
meaning I can go
and
into
the
all
current
5,000
state
languages with the
of
quantum grammar structure because we're using mathematics as a base,
so
and we can go
what
into all
is
5,000 languages and communicate any situation. That's what quantum grammar is, based off of mathematics. The same way you quantify your mathematics in your normal life. So how would you quantify a math problem? You would do it in numbers. So if you had 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 minus 2 is 2. This is how we quantify things in our speaking. Mathematics is grammar. Grammar is mathematics. The two are interchangeable. So the grammar function is based off of your rules, laws, and codes of grammar, your pronouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs and things like that. Everyone was taught from birth to speak using non-prepositional phrases, so no positions, no facts, and stating no claims, because every position that they've stated is a position of a no fact. You can't do a negative, you can't perform a negative, so you have to keep yourself in the now. Everything that they've taught you guys how to write and how to speak and how to communicate takes you outside of your now time space or your now space and puts you into a future tense, a past tense. You have no claim if you're in the past. You have no claim if you're in the future. You can only make a claim now. If you can't make a claim now, then you have no standing position of a fact. Okay, so that is the issue, basis issue on quantum grammar. Quantum grammar is based off of positional fact phrases. Now, you guys probably remember when you was in school in fifth grade that you guys were taught prepositional phrases. Well, the prepositional phrases they taught you, they said you couldn't start a sentence with a prepositional phrase and you couldn't end a sentence with a prepositional phrase. But they never told you why. And the reason why is because a prepositional phrase in its general context states a fact. And since the entire system is set up on fiction, fact and fiction can't exist at the same place at the same time. It's like oil and water coming together. Something's going to get displaced. Okay. So the grammar that you guys are writing in is in fiction, meaning that you're using nouns as adjectives, adjectives as verbs, verbs as pronouns. So if I was to ask Telly right now, we were working on the car, and Telly said that he needed a quarter-inch socket, and I kept handing Telly a half-inch hex, and kept telling Telly that was the right answer, he would get very irritated with me very quickly, and rightfully so, because I'm giving Telly the wrong answer or the wrong correspondence, and I'm forcing a wrong correspondence on him. This is what y'all guys deal with on a daily basis. When you guys write a contract, every time you deal with the courts, you deal with anybody that's dealing with any kind of legal type of thing, dealing with your contracts, any time you get them the correct answer, it's a problem. These guys, a 2 plus 2 is every answer with the courts and with any kind of grammar documents you get. It's every number except for it could be 15, 1,020, 1,000,002. As long as you don't give them the right answer, once you get them the correct answer, then that's when things start to have issues, because now a fact has been injected into fiction and it totally destroys it. So that's the basis of quantum. Quantum is based off of your prepositional phrases. Like I said, so a prepositional phrase, you were taught this in school. You can't start a sentence with a prepositional phrase. You can't end a sentence with a prepositional phrase. It means you can't use it at all. And they never explain to you why. And the reason why, like you say, is because it's a fact. So what we do as quantum grammar claimants, postmasters, our basis is in our quantum grammar communications, meaning that we're using positional fact phrases for communication. These phrases state facts in now space. We're not in the future, we're not in the past, and we're not in the present. All these things mean no. PRE means no, PRO means in the future, and PRE means in the past. These things, you cannot have a position in the past, in the present, and on the future, because you're moving yourself out of now space. So this is the crux of the quantum, is your mathematical connotations for communication. Can you write a sentence using regular grammar frontwards and backwards and have it make sense? You can't do that. In quantum grammar, we can do that. So I'll give you a little small sample of what that would be. So a quantum grammar claim frontwards and backwards would be, for the water is under the bridge. For the bridge is over the water. So I just gave you something simple. It was not complicated. You understand that the bridge is over the water and the water is under the bridge. Okay, y'all understood that. So the opposite of over is under. The opposite of under is over. So when you can do those two functions back and forth, then you know you have a correct function mechanic. Same thing with your mathematics. You go into a store, if it's $2.50 for the purchase that you made, you give the person $5, then you get your $2.50 back. There's no argument, there's no discussion about it. You guys are not going to fight about it unless the clerk gives you the wrong change. Okay, so that's the only time that you have to worry about communication breakdown, is when somebody's giving you the wrong answer based off of mathematical context. This is why we use mathematics in our life every day. There's no guessing, there's no interpretation, there's no assumption, and there's no pre-conclusions about what the facts are. It's only a now time scenario. You want to build something, put the mathematics down. The person has to follow mathematics correctly in order to build that correctly. If he doesn't, then the bridge, the house, the car, the electronics, everything building is not going to work and function properly. So this is the basis of the quantum grammar. Now, the postal function, dealing with your base, dealing with stamps, flags, and your movements as your vessel in and out of foreign ports. Okay, so postal functions are dealing with the flags. Let's go over the flag first. You guys have probably seen flags, and all the time you go to courts, you go into businesses like government buildings and everything, and you'll see the flags, and you'll see them all the time. Now, if you guys are familiar with Title IV, Title IV states that our flag of the United States has to be a 1 to 1.9 dimension. That means that when you have a flag, if this is a flag, if this is a flag flying, you have the fly and you have the hoist. So when you divide the fly by the hoist, you should be able to get 1.9. If your flag does not equal a 1 to 1.9 dimension, then you do not have a flag of peace. This is crucial, and this is what we use to define our claims. So number one, we have a flag of peace. Okay. Number two, we use stamps in order to move ourselves and for our quantum grammar claim. So here's a book of stamps right here. These are $1 stamps. Okay, so as postmasters, what we do, our rule is rule one, rule equal. So rule one, rule equal means we use everything is at one. Everything is equal at one. So we use $1 stamps on our quantum grammar claims. We autograph cross those stamps along with our quantum grammar claims, positive and negative, depending on what we're doing. Okay, so the stamps for your postal contract movements. When you autograph across the stamp, making yourself the postmaster letter carrier of that document. What you guys have to comprehend is that there are no courts. The court exists on the paper. Because that's where the words and the game is being played on paper within that in that court, that small court area. So when you guys put your stamps on there and you make your claims, then you become the postmaster, federal judge, federal postal judge of those documents. And now you become not the judge. See, the judge is up there in black robe, mourning justice. And they're also up there flying yellow fringe flags with balls, eagles, and spears. So let's go over these real quick. So I told y'all about the stamps. Stamps give us a postal position for cargo movement and control of our vessel documents that we're moving for contracts. So if I had a contract with Telly, I would write the contract in quantum grammar, put a stamp on top, autograph my name on top of the stamp. He will autograph across of it, and we will both autograph our names at the bottom with our notaries, which is our thumbprint at the bottom as a seal. Years ago, used to be your blood. You prick your finger and you put your blood on a document. Y'all seen John Wick? It's the same thing. You prick your hand. That's a contract. Can't nobody got the same blood as you. So when your fingerprint's there, that makes you a notary. Autograph across that, and you got what's known as a joiner. Okay, that's what you want. So what the courts want you to do when you don't have this knowledge is they want you to make joiners with them based off of fixed. But you come in with your stamp and your quantum grammar claims, they can't join. In fact, the fiction can't join because fact displaces fiction. So first we start with our documents. We got our documents, which are a piece of paper, our claims, which is the court. Then we have our flag, our 1 to 1.9 flag of peace. The same flag, no yellow fringe, no nothing on it. Those are the claims. When you walk into these courtrooms, first thing you guys see is advertising. So at the end of the day, what these guys are doing is called advertising. So let's go through a court scenario, and I'm gonna go through one of my court scenarios to make it real simple for you guys and most people that have normally been in these situations. So if you ever been into a traffic court situation, get up to the courthouse, and the first thing you see are the flags outside of the courthouse. Those flags out there are flying normally the American flag, state flag, and your county. Okay, those flags, when you come up, now most people don't notice them because they're good folk. They want to go into the courtroom, they want to get their case handled so they can get out there, hopefully not have to come out there with any kind of bailments or any kind of judgments. Because people are, they be honest, they want to try to go in and do that. But what they don't realize is they simply lack knowledge. They don't understand what the symbolism is and what the hieroglyphs are that are talking to them, okay, that are speaking to them. So as soon as you pull up to a courthouse, the first thing you see is the flag poles out there with the American flag, state, county flag. And what's on top of the flags? Ball. And when you guys go read the Army flag manual, you'll figure out what these things mean. The ball on top of the flag post means military recruit. Now, all you guys, Telly, everybody in here that's ever been to traffic court, is anybody who were in the military, were you called in by the JAG office? Because if you're in a military office, you're going to be called in by a military tribunal, a JAG office, something like that. But Telly, as a citizen, somebody else is Walter, you shouldn't go in there. That's a military court martial. You're not in the military. Most people don't know this. They see it as a decoration on top of the flag. It looks like a big shiny ball, but they don't tell you that it means something. So you're stepping into what is known as a recruiting station. So you don't know this. As a good citizen, you want to go in there and participate so you can do the right thing, so you won't go to jail. And so, like I said, to keep it traffic court, you're gonna keep it simple. You walk in, you find your name, what you called, then you go into the court room with the judges and clerks and all these other pieces of shit, foreign vessels in there. Okay. You walk into the court, the first thing you see is a big seal behind the judge. Okay. Then you got two flags on the side of the head. Those two flags, they now have yellow fringe on them. They have American flag, state flag. The American flag has yellow fringe with eagle on it. The state flag has yellow fringe with a spear on it. So what does the wing mean? The eagle wings, postal. Postal administrator. That's what the postal man. What does he do with spears? Y'all guys do with spears, you stab and kill things and you catch things eat. It's called martial law. So if I tell y'all guys I was Roscoe's Chickens and Waffles, okay, I'm Roscoe's Chickens and Waffles, and every time Telly come in here, all I got is rice and beans and sushi. Am I Roscoe's Chickens and Waffles? No, not Roscoe's Chickens and Waffles. I'm telling false advertising. I'm in 3 places or 2 places at one time. I'm talking about I'm selling chickens and fucking waffles, but then I'm turning around here selling rice and beans and sushi. Okay, where's the CJ? Where is the chickens and waffles? Same thing with the courts. The courts got everybody in 3 venues at one time. Got you in a military court martial, postal administrator, and then martial law. What the hell one are y'all guys in? And see, since people don't comprehend that, they're going in now like nice little citizens and charged. And that's so what happens is that as soon as you guys go into a courtroom, step into a courthouse, you have now stepped into a foreign vessel in driving. That is a country that you stepped in. What land has a court claim? Court claims the land of the sea. Think about this, guys. Who owns sea? No one. No one owns sea. Sea is international, open sky. Okay, but the court has yellow French flag stating maritime law. Maritime is sea. Nobody's at sea. What y'all guys don't understand, comprehend, is that since you got a birth certificate, I don't have one. I have a lot of claims. Since you guys have birth certificates, you guys are considered, it considers you a ship. That's how they got you. That's why they got your name in all letters. That's why they signs his name or use a signature or a cursive in order to capture you. That's what a birth certificate is, guys. Birth certificate is a captured document to make you a part of the 5-state star system. It's a part of the CIA cabal 5-state star system in order to harvest you in your vessel body. In 1929, President Roosevelt implemented the birth certificate system. And the birth certificate system was started because there was no more money left to go to the hill. So what happened is Roosevelt ended up creating a birth certificate system, capturing everybody in America, making them full bars to back the money. That's there was no such thing as a birth certificate almost 100 some odd years ago. They created it in order to capture. And for you guys' knowledge, the birth certificate system has stopped and it completely has been destroyed since 1999. So I have a live life claim. Let me see if I can get it right quick. All right, so I'm gonna try to show y'all a live life claim. So we have live life claims. I don't have a birth certificate. A birth certificate is an adjective pronoun. Birth is a fact, and adjective is a fact. But when you have 2 facts together and they're not articulated, then what you have is a modification. Modification is change is motion, motion is action. So certificate is a adjective pronoun. Certificate is a noun, but it's being used as a pronoun because of the modification of birth. So a birth certificate, when you go into the hospital, so let's go real quick through the function. So women carry water. They're ships at sea when they're pregnant. They're carrying cargo. When the cargo needs to be delivered, they go and port themselves at the doctor's office. That's why they call him a doctor, because he's a port foreman. The port foreman brings in the ship, delivers a cargo, and then he has to make a manifest on that cargo. What is the manifest? Birth certificate. The birth certificate, since it's written in verb, is the adjective pronoun. The certificate now is a pronoun. So then what he does is put your name in all capital letters, making you a dead person, capture, lost ship at sea, and dead people can't make any claims. Continues to put all your credentials, birth, height, weight, time. And then what he does at the bottom of the document, he'll cursive or signature his name. That's why they took it out of schools, cursive, because it means to talk to dead people. Curse. From my understanding, Telly, and a lot of people I know never talk to dead people. Okay, I never seen Telly raise the dead. I never seen Telly doing any kind of magic or anything like that. And I hope he ain't practicing that kind of stuff. And I hope none of you guys are doing it. But if you sign in your name, it's called necromancy. Okay, the talk of the dead. So that's what the doctor does. And then he uses a bill as a lading, which is a money to ship off your document for capture. Now you are now a product of the state. You are now a ward of the state, and your parents are known as incompetent wards of the state because you now have a capture document known as a birth certificate, a certificate of life, a permission to live. I want y'all to comprehend this, okay? A permissionary slip to walk the fucking halls. I want y'all to understand that. Roosevelt did this, and he gave us a way to use us as chattel to back up the money. Since that stopped in 1999, every being out there should and have a live life claim, which is one of these that I have in my hand. As you can see, there's no fancy squiggling around it, no fancy state seal, no none of that stuff. What I have is a document claim with my flag that I show you guys right here. There's a flag, the 10 to 19 flag, the 1 to 1.9 flag, my stamp, my autograph across of it. And with live life claim, you need a witness. So this one's old. I've had this one for a while. I need to update it. So I got the two witnesses here, me and my man Michael. Here are all my credential claims for my birth, my parents' credentials and everything right here. And right at the bottom, as you guys can see, right there's my autograph and my fingerprint notary. You don't need a notary. NOT means no, not. You don't need a notary. This is your notary right here, or your blood. Either one you want to do. You want to use finger. I keep a thumb stamp on me at all times in case I need to stamp something. It's my thumbprint and I autograph right across that. This now is a bond. Now this document is a special one. This is a special live life claim. My live life claim allows me for movement out of foreign vessels because what is bonded to it is a letter of the rogatory. Letter of the rogatory, if you guys go research that, allows for foreign communication or communication with foreign vessels and foreign ports. This is a constitution basically for me for movement in and out of foreign vessels in dry dock. So right here, and this is if y'all can see, it is a bonded document, which means I've taken the paper, put it together and took super glue and went along the edge and made a bonding, making me the authorship of this vessel. If it was loose paper, like this paper right here, just loose paper, I wouldn't have any claim, even if I stapled it, because the staple can be removed. But when you bond and bind things like this is a contract, because in order for you to make a modification to it, you got to rip a page, and that can be seen. And you know it's been modified. Somebody ripped out something that wasn't supposed to, that they didn't want you to see. So these things are very important. Don't go into court with loose paper, ever. Not even in the binder. You need to have your stuff bonded. Super glue it along the edge, have your order and everything, and then go in there and hand a document. Every time I go in the courtroom and I hand on this document, the people start shaking. I've seen it. The sheriffs and everybody. I had one guy looked at it and started laughing. He knew. When somebody laugh like that at a document or something like this, that lets you know that they know they're nervous. What I want you guys to comprehend is I'm not a sovereign citizen. Get that out your head. Anybody out there talking about being a sovereign citizen, you're gonna get your head busted in. Straight up. The cops gonna beat the shit out of you. Because because a lot of sovereign citizens are based in militancy. It's militant. They figure they can do what they want to do. I am a federal postmaster live life claimant. Y'all have never heard of that. And every time I get pulled in, I gotta explain to these idiots exactly what my position is. Now they know. So you guys, and this is not a get out of jail free pass. This is not so you can do what you want. It's to safeguard you against these foreign vessels in dry dock from getting your ass beat and getting bailments on you for being drugged into these foreign vessels and dry docks. Every time I go into courts, I got this and as soon as they touch it, that's how stupid these people are. As soon as they touch my document, they made contract with me, and now they gotta let me go. Last time I got pulled over, the lady that had this document, when I pulled the document out, she tried to turn the document. This is a trick they do. She saw all this and she tried to flip it over on the back to act like she couldn't see. But see, I'm not stupid. That's why I got my autograph and all my credentials on the back. So she can see regardless if she tried to turn it over or not. I've seen judges do it. They'll turn your paper completely over because they don't want to see. They're claiming what is known as the McNaughton rule. They're claiming ignorance or insanity. It's called McNaughton. Y'all guys, next time a cop act like he's stupid, say, what you claiming, the McNaughton rule? He gonna look at you and explain to him. Start teaching them with knowledge. So that's the thing about it. You gotta watch these guys because they got tricks and traps for you people. Now, I will say this: my knowledge is limited on certain mechanics as far as navigating through courts, because there's certain mechanics and things that I've not learned yet from the top man, which is the commander, Russell Goode. So I want you guys to know where I got this from, and this information is not just a fly-by-night situation. The two gentlemen that created this, and I don't mean that it just came out of fucking air with it. Okay, it's based off of mathematics. Is David Wynn Miller and Russell J Gould. Okay, David is now dead. He passed some time ago. All right, but Russell is now the man that has all the shares, and all the claims went to Russell. He now has control of all that. The commander in chief of the United States is not Donald Trump. And I like Donald Trump. It is Russell J Gould. Russell owns the flag. He owns the Constitution. He is the Postmaster General of the United States. What you guys have to realize, in order for you to have a country, you have to have a postal station. Your postal station determines all contract and commerce for your business to open your country for business. When the post office is closed, there is no contract, there's no commerce. Postmasters control all contract and commerce on the planet. If you were to say, that's why I tell y'all guys about the Moors. The Moors don't have any claims. Where is their post office? What country do they claim? Is the flag they have filed with the United Nations? No, it's not. See, that's why I tell you guys, don't just fall for these guys because y'all think what they're saying sounds good. Research, study, listen. The Moors don't got nothing. No flag, no country, no constitution, no correct grammar claims. They still got birth certificates. This guy on Facebook named Rizza Islam, I go hit him all the time. He another one that sit up there and talk this mess, this like he got knowledge, he got nothing. I'm the only one up here that has authority to talk about these things because I got a live claim. This is not to say nothing bad about other people. It's to say that the people, these guys have gotten you guys in traps. And this is how they harvest you. They harvest you guys every day. Taxes, birth certificate charges, licenses, all these permissions that they get you guys to do because they don't have the correct grammar terms. And all of it's written in verb. All of it's fiction, and everything's been disqualified. What you guys want to do is go visit the YouTube channel called War Castles. Okay? Now, go to YouTube and go to War Castles. You'll see this. Go watch these videos. Go watch these videos and go listen to Russell and listen to him talk and let him tell you his story. This man is a national hero. What this man has went through. Honestly, I don't think I could have dealt with what Russell went through. Y'all guys, if y'all guys want to know and hear a different option or something different than what you're hearing every day in the mainstream news media, you won't ever hear this from anybody. I'm the only guy out here, in black guy in general, talking about quantum grammar. How many of you guys have actually heard about quantum grammar and postal functions in order to correct the entire system of what we're doing? So the state of the planet, or what's going on right now, what they have is going on is that they know Russell is very close to being widespread, and they're trying to shut this down. Russell has already shut these guys down years ago, him and David. The country stopped existing in 1999. There's been no United States. There is no United States because UN means no, IT means location, and ED means pastime. So how are you going to have a United States? And states means condition of thinking. America is A means no, and then you got America. And then you got the United States of America, which is a adverb adjective pronoun. America's a pronoun and should be a noun. So you got verb on the money, on a dollar bill. Okay, you got all this fiction flying around. So what do we have? Nothing. The only thing we do have is Russell with the correction. See, what you guys failed to comprehend that this country was going to be taken over about 10 years ago by the British Crown. They were this close to doing it until Russell and David stepped in and stopped this. So Russell and David captured the flag, filed copyright patents on it, went to the United Nations and filed the flag in, okay, as commander-in-chief, came back to the District of Columbia and logged in as the Postmaster General of the location of the post office location there in DC. You guys have to realize that. See, this whole thing that they're telling you guys is a lie. We have ways right now. You guys do not have the problems. You do not have the strife and everything. We have copious amounts of wealth waiting to be released everyone. What you guys need to do is go read this data, comprehend it, and start letting everybody know this is what you want. We've already hit all of the major news stations with this information. This information is starting to get out there. You guys go study this. What other alternatives has anybody ever offered you guys besides what Donald Trump and everybody's offered you? We have a system, guys, that has already been completed. 82 countries have signed treaties with us. We have banking system, stock market, tax system. Taxes are over. No more taxes, just a consumption tax. You guys do not have the problems that you have. You want information about this? You want to? We got ways to backstop the banks. All this stuff going on around right now with the COVID, all the losses of the banks. We got it. It's problems to solve. 82 countries have already signed treaties with Russell. The information is ready. We are ready to go. You people are being kept in the dark about this information. They're not letting you know what the real facts are and that there is no government. Hasn't been for almost 15, 20 years. Since 1999, there's been no government. What you guys have been seeing is an inertia. It's an inertia. And it needs to be stopped, because what is happening right now is these guys, so you saw what they've done with the COVID. They've implemented this thing. They got no correct grammar, no authority. What flag are they flying? What land are they claiming? When people comprehend that they're in a shipping war, your body is being moved without your permission, then you'll get angry. If I push somebody, you get mad. Well, that's what these people are doing to you. But they're doing it through the paper, through court. They do it through grammar traps, and they push the shit out of you all the time, and y'all don't do nothing.
There was a lot of information right there, man. Um, I'd like to let the audience know I'm unable to hear CJ, but we was able to still do this live and stream this information for you guys. Uh, we definitely gonna have you back, CJ, to do a part two. I'm not sure if it might be today or, maybe another time next week or something. But I'm pretty sure you have a lot more information to share with us.
Yes.
All right, man. How you doing today, man? Everything's good.
Everything's everything, my friend. Working hard, working on some projects today, and some logos from people and everything, and gonna chill out with my dog, String Bean.
Okay, we appreciate your time, and like I say, we'll have you on again, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Blessings. Have a good day.
All right. Check you later.
Take it later, buddy.